Carly asked Sonny how are they going to protect Alexis and help her. He said by finding the weapon. But if they don't find the weapon or if that doesn't work, then he gonna turn himself in. I said I'd like to see that. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chester for General Hospital, October 4, 2024. Okay, y'all, so first thing first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's episode down below. So Gio and Trina, that's who we gonna start with. Gio and Trina. So she was asking him, she was trying to help him with a gig by him playing at Ava's gallery, but he said he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it because, you know, the whole situation of custody battle between Ava and Sonny. Meanwhile, again, it's been going on for so long. I said, look, at this point, it's October the 4th, and we still haven't got a conclusion to this storyline. Rick over here trying to help Heather. He over here trying to help Heather. I wonder where Scott went. But yeah, basically they end up into it because, you know, she thinks that Ava is innocent. He over here thinking about his Uncle Sonny. And Jocelyn says she don't like neither one. She don't like neither one of them. She don't like Sonny and she don't like Ava. But she ended up playing peacemaker and telling both of them that they don't have to let what's going on between Sonny and Ava affect their friendship. So they end up talking, and Gio ends up agreeing to, you know, play at the gallery for Trina's sake. And I said, oh my goodness. And that just reminded me of the same thing. Who was that talking? I know Gio and them had already said they didn't know what happened in the hotel room between Christina and Ava. I think it was Lucas and Carly talking about what happened. Yeah, I think it was them. But yeah, they end up working things out, so we'll see. Look like they trying to put them together, but I don't know. I don't know at this point. They switch roles. They switch partners so much, we don't know. Brooklyn and Chase. So basically, what was they talking about? They was talking about something first, but then they end up finding out that Violet got in trouble because she running around putting her hands on people. She running around putting up them hands in people's life and stuff. But yeah, she got sent home for hitting somebody. She came in and told them that it was a guy. Basically, he was talking about Finn. I said they talking more and more about Finn. Did they say in 3 weeks or did they say 3 months that he'll be back? I want to say 3 weeks. It's been about 3 weeks, ain't it? I said I think they talking about him because he about to get ready to come back. Is he gonna be still played by the same person or what? By Michael or somebody else? But yeah, she ends up telling them that the guy was talking about Finn and he in rehab. It's always a kid in grown folks' business. Always. Always. But yeah, Chase ended up telling her he understands and they smooth things over, but they still end up telling her that doesn't give her the right or she shouldn't be hitting people still. But then it looked like Brooklyn got a call from the principal or somebody at school. I don't know what they talking about on tomorrow's episode. It looked like they having a meeting with somebody. I said she probably been acting out and not doing her work ever since Finn left. I said they clearing the opening for him to return, aren't they? Ava and Rick. So look, Ava, y'all know yesterday she was telling him about maybe somebody switched the test. It wasn't until today's episode that she started to realize who it was. She tried to switch that up so fast. I said, yeah, clear that up, because Trina over here speaking on your behalf and you trying to get her mama locked up. You trying to get her mama locked up. But now she realized that it was Portia, obviously. So then she tried to backtrack and was like, no, it's not that or whatever. You don't want to spend your time focused on that and all this other stuff. And he realizes why she trying to do it. And he was like, okay, who is your secret friend? I think he ended up telling her on the phone that he already filed a motion and everything to try to get her help or get her out or whatever he said on that phone call. And then he was like, he gonna leave it alone about her mystery friend. And I said, he definitely not gonna leave it alone. He's gonna find out. Ava gonna tell Portia. She went to talk to Portia, and I didn't write that down. I didn't write their names down. What Portia? I didn't write Portia's name down at all. So Ava goes to see Portia. And at first, she over here denying it or whatever. I would have denied too because it's Ava. Ava always sees things to her advantage. It doesn't matter if she's friends with Trina. She always find a way to mess things up or use people or hurt people or whatever. But in this case right now, she's trying to help Portia. She tells her, she started trying to talk to her. She told me, she didn't do it. We different. We not the same or whatever. Then she finally admits it or whatever, start getting scared and stuff. And she mentions that Brad is working back in the lab and and what she said? He's already suspicious of me. And I said, and Ava told her not to try to cover her tracks and do everything she says and don't make it obvious and all this stuff. So she gonna do something. She gonna try to frame. Do y'all think she gonna try to frame Brad and then Lucas gonna end up helping him clear his name or something like that? I feel like they gonna end up back together. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like they are gonna end up back together. But yeah, Lucky and Sunny. So Lucky ends up visiting Sunny, and I was like, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember them hanging out or being buddy buddy, but they end up having a good conversation. They was talking about Luke, and then they started talking about Aiden, and Lucky's afraid. He said he was contacting Aiden consistently, but then things changed, and Sunny was telling him, just talk to him. You'll see. You'll see. Basically, he wants something to do with you. He definitely does, because they said it. They said it already. I was like, you all this time you still ain't went and visit him, but then he was about to go, but then Sonny was like, he's in school right now. He's like, oh, I should have known. Another thing I should have known. And I said, oh, but they had a nice little conversation. Lucky also went to visit Isaiah. Does anybody know how long Lucky is going to be on the show, or be back on the show? But yeah, Lucky ends up going to see Isaiah. They end up talking and everything. And they was talking about Port Charles. And I said, he gonna stay. He gonna, more than likely, Isaiah gonna stay. Lucky gonna stay. I don't know for how long they gonna stay. Oh, especially with Sidwell. We still ain't seen Sidwell. I just realized it's Friday and we haven't seen Sidwell. I wonder how long it's gonna take for him to try to come or whatever. I think they did show what's her name, Holly, on Monday's episode, so we'll see how that goes. I think Lucky and Isaiah was just talking about the surgery, both Lulu's surgery and his, and everything that's gonna happen. I think Monday's episode they're supposed to get the final test results for Lucky or whatever. And I said, yeah, it's about that time. Carly and Jocelyn was talking, and that's when Lucas arrived. I had already seen on a spoiler that he's supposed to be played by another guy or whatever. But yeah, he arrived. We'll see. We'll see, y'all. I said, look, Lucas back, Brad back, Lucky back. Who else? The new guy, Isaiah. Do y'all think with Sonny and Carly, let me just talk about them, and then we're gonna talk about it. So she stops by, they end up talking or whatever. She wants to know how they gonna help Alexis, how they gonna protect her. And he was like, they need to find a weapon. And I said, okay, like somebody had said it before. I can't remember who said it on the show. They were saying how, it might be too late to see it. They could test it to see, if it was the weapon used to take out Agent John, right? So I was like, all this time, look, y'all should have been had somebody up in there to get that. But I said, even with that, if they get it and see that, oh, that wasn't a weapon used that she threw up in there, that would still keep the case open even more. So now, wouldn't it? When they had to still try to find out who actually did it. Because if they clear her, they got to find out who did it, right? I said, I don't know. We'll see. I'm ready for it to be over with at this point, because look, we all knew Agent John was probably gonna get it eventually, but the way it happened and how it's dragging and stuff, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Sonny talking about some if that doesn't work, basically he's gonna turn himself in. And I said, with that also, another thing, it's not just okay if they get the weapon, they prove that Alexis didn't do it, then they still gotta find out where's the weapon that actually did do it, who did do it. It's like, okay, if you go turn yourself in, wouldn't that mean that Carly lied and she gotta go to jail too? Or would you say, she was with me or whatever, she didn't know about it and I went and did this, or how you would try to spin it or whatever? Because I was like, okay, if you go turn yourself in, you dragging her down as well, right? But yeah, I don't know. That's it, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on today's episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, do so have a great rest of the day, a great weekend, and be safe.